Ever since Pacific Rim was released and the studio behind it began to enter into the world of Godzilla with their planned Monsterverse, a lot of people had been wondering if the universes would cross over in some way. Despite the fact Pacific Rim received a lukewarm response, this year will see us return to that universe with their sequel, Pacific Rim Uprising. And with the recent news that there is potentially a planned shared universe approach to Pacific Rim, it sparked even more debate on the likelihood of the worlds colliding and the Jaegers going against the king of the monsters himself, Godzilla. Well, it seems that the director of the giant robot sequel has now confirmed there may very well be potential for this to happen in the future. Stephen S. DeKnight had this to say. I won't say that there's an Easter egg, but there's been a lot of discussion about that possibility of crossing over. Look, I think it would be fantastic to have the Pacific Rim universe join Legendary's monster universe. It seems like a natural step and part of the big overall plan after the third movie we've talked about is that could happen. It's always a possibility. It's by far not a certainty, it's merely theoretical at this point, but as a fan myself, I would love this to happen. So there you have it. Talks have taken place, which is promising to those that would want this to happen, but also just interesting in general. One of the main issues I see with this happening is that they don't happen in the same physical universe. Pacific Rim Earth and Godzilla's Earth are completely different, so unless they introduce interdimensional travel, it's unlikely this could happen. The precursors in Pacific Rim initially were said to come from a different planet, though it's called the Antiverse. It wasn't stated, it's a different dimension, so that could be an easy retcon, I guess. What isn't such an easy retcon and something that poses a wildly different problem is the tone of each universe. The Godzilla movie that came out in 2014 set a very realistic tone, with Skull Island continuing that to a certain degree. It was a real universe, not hyper-reality. Pacific Rim set a tone that, despite it being giant robots and monsters, was quite realistic, though still fairly hyper-real, as is Del Toro's usual style. And now Pacific Rim Uprising has changed the tone to a lighter, brighter world. It would be difficult to imagine these universes blending on screen well together without one sacrificing its own identity for the other. Though having said all that, this is without a doubt not confirmation this will ever happen. Money talks, so if Uprising does not do well, but the Monsterverse movies do, there is no way these universes will be blended together, as they wouldn't want to jeopardize the fanbase of either, especially the more successful one. But what do you guys make of this news? Are you excited at the possibility of a crossover, or does this put you off? Recently, with the Pacific Rim Uprising trailer coming out, a lot of people have said they felt underwhelmed with how it looked. So we shall have to see how the film performs at the box office, but definitely interesting times ahead for kaiju on the big screen. So as always guys, let me know your thoughts on all this down below in the comment section, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more movie news in the future. I've been Mr. H, and until next time, I'll catch you in the comment section.